You're watching the 2016 SCAC Cross Country Media Days. I'm joined by Austin College head coach Brian Garcia, along with junior Trinity Balcaron and senior Haley Hahn. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Coach, you completed your first season in 2015. The women in particular had a banner season with a program best fourth place finish at the conference championship meet. Talk a little bit about what goes into building a program and the progress you're hoping to make from year one to year two.
Well, I think the team that I took over last year, all the veterans on the team, they really didn't have a lot of stability with coaches. So I think that what I worked on last year was just trying to build tradition and build a culture and just move on from there. So that's kind of what we did, and I think it panned out really well. We were able to show that at the conference last year.
Haley, as we mentioned earlier, the women's team had a fantastic meet at last year's conference championships. As a senior, what are your personal and team goals heading into your final season?
So last year having a really good season was really important for us, and so as a senior coming back, it's really exciting to get to have our coach with us again this year and getting to continue to build on that. So my personal goal is always just to be better than I was last year, hoping for a third place finish at conference this year with the women's team. We have a really great group of girls this year, so it's really exciting and I think we can do it.
Trini, give us a little insight into the life of a cross-country runner at Austin College. What is a typical in-season day like for you?
Well, of course it's pretty difficult, because of the hard training we do, but in the end, hard work pays off, so that's our motive right now. We're just going to push and give it our very best, and every day is just hard work, and eventually, perseverance leads to success, so that's basically it.
Coach, you guys hosted the SCAC championships last year. Give our viewers a little insight into what goes on in hosting a SCAC cross-country championship meet.
Well, I'm going to tell you, with it being my first year, I had to find another course because the other course just wouldn't have been suitable. It was a lot of hard work, and then obviously at the conference meet, the weather really didn't work too well with us, so that was pretty interesting. But we were able to stay organized. We did the very best we could, and I think that just considering what the weather did, I think we had a pretty good meet.
So this question's for Haley and Trini. First for you, Haley, what is one word that you would use to describe the women's team? And Trini, what about one word for the men's team?
The women's team, I would say it's very hardworking. We know that we have a lot of things that we can do to improve, but we also know that we have started out doing fairly well as a team, and so we're really excited to keep going and working harder and placing higher and lowering our times for racing. But I think that we know that we can be very, very good, and so that really drives us to be hardworking.
Trini, what about you? What's one word to describe your team?
Yeah, one word I'll say that describes the men's side is a family. Because, we all have like a different character and different traits that we bring to the team. And we're always there for each other, motivating each other because, to just keep pushing. And hopefully this year all we aim to do is improve. So, yeah, definitely family.
Coach, we'll give you the last word. What do you see from the newcomers on your rosters, and what are your expectations for your two squads?
Again, the expectations for my new people. It's just to get out and compete, and just to give the very best that they can. And then the expectations for both teams, again, is just to improve from last year. Again, we have a really young team overall, and I'm just looking forward to seeing them out there and competing. So.
Great, guys. This has been Elizabeth Milano with the 2016 SCAC Cross Country Media Days. I want to thank head coach Brian Garcia along with Trinity Balcaron and Haley Hahn for joining me today. I hope you all have a great season.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.